What's good, y'all? This is the kid, DC Wrestling, back at it again with your June 18, 2021 SmackDown review. Before I get into the SmackDown review, there are a few things I want to say. First, join me for AEW Dynamite review immediately after AEW Dynamite goes off the air. I'm also going to be doing my WWE Hell in a Cell review immediately after Hell in a Cell. Check out my Raw review, and then, of course, the my Friday Night SmackDown review, and then the AEW Dynamite special taking place on Saturday. I believe it's June 26th, and maybe Sunday, June 27th. I might do a special, a little special CM Punk pipe bomb, talking about the pipe bomb 10 years since this up and coming date will mark the 10-year anniversary of the pipe bomb. And then also my 1-year anniversary on YouTube will be coming up on June 29th. So I'm going to see what I can do there. But yeah, man, that's what the rest of the schedule for June looks like, man. I'm really excited. And yes, I just want to let you guys know on that. But anyways, man, we're not going to waste any time, man. This episode of SmackDown, this was the go-home show of SmackDown before the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Obviously, the big thing heading into the show was the Hell in a Cell match between Rey Mysterio versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. And we will talk about it. But before we talk about it, we have to talk about at the beginning of the show, Rey Mysterio came out. He cut what was an amazing promo, just talking about how, this weekend's Father's Day weekend, and talking about how, he doesn't want to wait until, Sunday. He wants to face Reigns tonight. Reigns came out and was like, Rey, do you really want to do this? I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you really want to do this? And, Rey was like, give it to me. And Roman was like, all right, then I tried to warn you. So the match is officially made for tonight's main event. And yeah, that was a pretty good segment, to say the least. So really good way to kick off SmackDown. We then proceeded to head into a tag team match. Playa, that's right, we got the in-ring debut of Commander Aziz teaming up with his boy Apollo Crews, taking on the team of Kevin Owens and Big E. And I gotta say, for a tag team match, this was a solid tag team match, to say the least. You had Sami Zayn, who was entertaining. Well, Sammy's always been entertaining. He's just been killing it these past few weeks, months with this gimmick, this conspiracy gimmick, I should say. So I'm not surprised that he, wasn't entertaining tonight, because he was. But anyways, Commander Z's, Apollo Crews, they do what they do best. And then after the match, we get announced that, not inside Hell in a Cell, but at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, we will be getting Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. So that should be something, so yeah, that's it. They're going to be facing each other in Hell in a Cell. So after that, we saw the Battle of the Crown between Baron Corbin and Shinsuke Nakamura. This was a solid match, to say the least. Nothing bad, but it wasn't like the greatest match ever. So nothing too special. But in the end, Shinsuke Nakamura does get the win here, and he does win the crown. And I gotta say, it is what it is, man. I mean, I've been saying it for months now. The Baron Corbin King gimmick, it's lost its edge now. It's not special. Not that it wasn't special to begin with, but it just hasn't done anything for Baron Corbin. And it's time for Baron Corbin to, pack the king away, go back being the lone wolf. And yeah, man, because, and as for Nakamura, this could be interesting for Nakamura. Maybe now Nakamura can finally get a gimmick now. So with the King Nakamura, so I'll be interested to see what he does now. And I'm also interested to see if they bring back the King of the Ring, because I wouldn't mind them doing King of the Ring tournament again, because I think we all loved King of the Ring growing up, especially, the wrestling fans who watched it. But yeah, so the King of the Ring, I that would be really cool if they did bring back the King of the Ring. I wouldn't be too mad about that. Also, we got the final face-off between but Bianca Belair and Bayley. And Bianca Belair was going at it. She cut a really good promo. She was like, Bayley, I want you inside Hell in a Cell. So we're going to get it. We're going to get inside Hell in a Cell. Bayley came out tonight. We didn't get no laughs tonight, but we did get some beat down. And Bayley, proceeds to beat down Bianca Belair. stand over her with the SmackDown Women's Championship, and that's it. So we're going to be getting Bianca Belair versus Bayley inside Hell in a Cell. Also, what took place on the show, we were supposed to see a match between Otis and Angelo Dawkins, but Otis and Chad Gable just proceeds to just beat the hell out of Angelo. So that was pretty interesting. And of course, they weren't going to have a match, this close to the main event. So this was just a beat down. There's nothing too much I could talk about here. I also want to talk about before the main event, we saw Jimmy Uso talk with Roman Reigns. They obviously showed the replay of what happened last week with Jey Uso walking out. And, Jimmy's like, I heard what you said, Roman. I've been thinking about what you said. And, man, you're right, man. We got to come together, man. We a family. And I'll come to your ring tonight. And Roman's like, nah, man. Like, I'll need your help, man. What I need you to do is go find Jay. Like, we have to do this together. Because, again, we're a family. We're the bloodline. So that was also a pretty good interesting segment, to say the least, as well. Yeah. We also then saw Seth Rollins and Cesaro have their little final confrontation. And apparently it's also been confirmed that those two are going to have a match at Hell in a Cell. I honestly don't know why it took so long for them to just confirm it, considering they've been feuding, these past few weeks. But it's finally going to happen, and this will most likely be the end of the feud between Seth Rollins and Cesaro, especially with the next pay-per-view being Money in the Bank. I could see both men even participating in the Money in the Bank match, but yeah. And in our main event, we saw the Universal title be defended inside Hell in a Cell. Roman Reigns versus Rey Mysterio. And my God, man, this match was, for a match, it was pretty good, to say the least. Now, granted, Rey Mysterio did dominate the first half of the match, but the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, picked it up. He made Rey Mysterio tap out at the end. This was, for what it was worth, it was good. The only real problem that I had with this matchup was the commercial breaks. I didn't like how they had commercial breaks in this main event match. I feel like they should just went this matchup commercial free. But nonetheless, Roman Reigns retains the title. This was good. And yeah, man, that's the SmackDown review. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. And so, yeah.